Boom.
Biddly, 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 but yes, yo, here we go. Ain't nobody down round here. Let's get on with it. We're not messing about. Setting NPC up today, guys. Don't know if that means alt to nobody, to anybody, but we've got the NPC back out. The bad boy, the badger. Well, he's not the badger, actually. No, we shan't say that. We shall not say that, but that's not what we're here for. Ain't nobody down round here. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. He's in, he's on, he's over, he's here. I had to move back to get his greatness in. I had to move the screen around a little bit to get his full voluptuous self in. Quick shit vid, I just want to rattle through. We've got some tremendous tweets that we're going to go over. Just the one tweet today that we're going to go over, which I found astonishing. I just want to quickly mention Buendia. Now, I'm aware that he's not coming to the club, and I would imagine he'll end up at a Premier League club. But Unai Emery has said that he's basically available, for the potential for a sale or a loan to go out and get some minutes, and it's better for his career and stuff. He's extremely out of favour. He would be brilliant for us, but I would imagine that a Premier League side would want him, at the very least on loan, lower in the league. There'll be plenty of teams that'll sort of want to snap him up. But that would be, the 10, and he's a 10/ sort of winger, but he would be, that'd be brilliant for the depth, wouldn't it? Loads of people still in overload about Meslier, Silent S. I think he's going to start tomorrow, guys. So I'm just putting it out there. Let's not get toxic at Ellen Road in particular. There's no need for it. It's just a goalkeeper. It's going to be all right. It might get a bit spicy, the game tomorrow. I've said it 1,000 times, but it wouldn't do Meslier, Silent S any harm to have a big shot early on. Just top bin style, pull a worldie out of bag, and then, he'll be well on his way. Ultimately, I think Darlow should come in, and I know I'm getting pelleters for still talking about Meslier, Silent S, but it's obviously the hot topic. I just don't want it to get... There's just a lot of fans... Well, I'll do the tweet. Let's do the tweet. I was stunned by this. So somebody's responded to like some bullshit about transfers and stuff, and that Leeds fans are thick if they don't want any signings in. Now, I don't think there's a single Leeds fan or a single fan in the world that doesn't want players if they are better. Surely, even people that have got a bit of an agenda against Farke or whatever, because I do believe people don't want signings to come in because they're saying that the squad's strong enough, and that's basically because they don't like Farke and they want to be able to blame Farke at the end. It sounds crazy to me to say, and I said it the other week, but I actually feel like some people don't really care, don't want us to go up, don't want us to do well, so that they can take the piss out of fans that, do go every week and do watch every game, or, really support the club, really want them to do well. And I've said before, you don't have to go to games, you don't have to watch games. It means a lot more than just the football club. It's just, you should just want the city to be doing well. But regardless, so Chris says on Twitter, most Leeds fans, this is in reference to, somebody's put, if Peru gets injured, we're screwed. If Rodon gets injured, we're screwed. If Harrison gets injured, we're screwed. Can't believe Leeds fans are so dim. Which, I don't agree with the can't believe Leeds fans are so dim. Let's call that individuals. Let's do the individuals. But, I agree. I don't agree that if Rodon gets injured that we're screwed. I don't agree with that. I think it'd be massive if Peru or Harrison get injured. I would say that. Particularly at the same time. I think we can deal with one of them at a time, but not both. So Chris has responded to that and just said, most Leeds fans go for the day out and a few beers. They are not asked about the football. As long as they have a reason to neck a few pints, they don't care about the football side of things and moan. They don't care about the football side of things and moan. Then just moan. I'm going to rephrase it for Chris because he's butchered his own statement here. But most Leeds fans go for the day out and a few beers. They're not asked about the football. As long as they have a reason to neck a few pints, they don't care about the football side of things. Then just moan about the Leeds fans that do care. So Chris really cares. Now, I hope Chris is a total teetotal, and I hope he doesn't go out on a weekend, on a Friday night to enjoy himself and have a few beers, because then, most people go out on a Friday night to have a few beers, don't they? I go to football and I have a few beers. I'm meeting my brother tomorrow. We'll be having a few beers. I don't get the correlation. So there's some people that go for piss up. It's a good piss up, innit? It's a good laugh, innit? Are you not allowed to go spend your money as you wish, Chris? Are you not allowed to go down road and have a few swillies with your mates and have a bit of banter and relieve yourself from normal everyday bullshit life where you're working your nuts off, got all your bills to pay, comes to Sunday 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you think, right, got a few hours here just to do whatever I want. I'm just going to wind down. I've got a long week ahead of me. I'm just going to go have a few beers with my mates and watch footy. If we lose, I'm not going to go home and cry. I'm not going to go on Twitter and pretend that I care more than everybody else. I want us to win. Maybe some fans just literally don't care about the football. And the mates go, well, that's all right, innit? So what? What? You don't care? This is what I mean. It's madness. Chill it, Chris. Stop it. Toxic shit. You're talking about fans that you don't even... Most Leeds fans just go for the day out and a piss up. Most Leeds fans don't care about the football side of things. Do you think, genuinely, people waste the money going to a stadium, having all that bollocks trying to get there, walking down, standing out in freezing cold for 90 minutes, and squeezing in a pint at half time and then having a couple after? Do you think that's a version of a session? It might very well be an excuse to have a few beers for people. It's an excuse for me to have a few beers. I probably wouldn't have a few beers tomorrow had I would not bring my brother an off-tick game. But I'm going to enjoy that process. Like my brother texted me back saying, so obviously he's got kids and a lot more responsibilities than me. So I says, we'll be having a couple of beers. He was like, well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? And he'll have to get straight off back to his family afterwards, I do not get that. Most Leeds fans, like my brother needs an excuse to go for a pint. Like, just crazy. This is the type of toxic shit. I hope Chris is balls deep in Leeds United history and has not know he doesn't know. I've got to mention this because it's hysterical. Jesse Marsch. We cannot get away from him, can we? So he won't even here that long, were it? And he's still producing pelters. So Click apparently was let go so that we could bring in Weston McKennie. Now then, Weston McKennie you'd actually take back now because he's a bit of a baller. Well, he's not a baller, but you'd certainly take him in Championship. I actually thought Weston McKennie was decent. It's just all his entourage and all craziness that came with him that was ridiculous. But he wasn't better than Click, and I love Click. Click was my favourite player when he were here. And now, if I had to pick my favourite player now, I'll probably go with Dan James, just because I think he gives his all. I think he's quality on ball. I think love it when he's running at players. Pascal's out, so I reckon Ampadu's in tomorrow in centre-back. And then we'll go Tanaka and Rothwell in middle, which is stone cold killer, solid stuff, I do believe. And I do want to reiterate this, because I said it the other day, but I would like to just say it again. There's a young boy that died at the end of last year in December, and in the 10th minute there'll be minute's applause for. He's called Jaden Bamford, so I'm sure everybody will get stuck in. I'm sure anyway, but yeah, don't know what this platform is, but I might as well spread things like that as I feel like his name should be said. So there'll be minutes of applause for Jaden Bamford. Take it easy, everybody. If you're about tomorrow, do let me know. I don't know what time Hot Booze is open and that, though. I'm slightly concerned because I know Duncan and General Elliot will be open by the time I'm in bed tonight when I get home from work. But I could just go straight there and wait for the broski to get off at train. But I don't think he'd be best pleased if I was on a night out into the morning. If I give tonight to tomorrow, I mean, he'd roll with it. But I don't want to. I'm worried I'm feeding into Chris's hands if I do that. You see, fucking told you he hadn't even been home yet. Most people would go like, have you not been home yet? Whether you think that's good or bad or whatever, you'd be like, oh, solid effort, man. Hats off to you. You clearly want to come and watch the football because, or you're just on a mad one. I don't need to explain myself to you, Chrissy boy.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask.